Most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. Some places on Earth are so beautiful, so rare, or so historically powerful that people are willing to stand at the edge of real danger just to see them with their own eyes. Not artificial thrills. Not theme park simulations. Real cliffs. Real storms. Real altitude. Real risk. These are destinations where nature, history, or human engineering create experiences that are unforgettable precisely because they are unpredictable. Yet millions still go every year. Not because they ignore the danger, but because the reward feels worth it. Today, this journey explores 10 of the most dangerous tourist attractions in the world. Places where awe and risk exist side by side, and where preparation separates a powerful memory from a serious mistake. Mount Everest. Standing at 8,848 meters, Mount Everest is the highest point on Earth, and for many, the ultimate symbol of human endurance. Located in the Himalayas on the border of Nepal and China, Everest attracts climbers from around the globe who dream of reaching the summit. But this is not just a mountain. It is an extreme environment where oxygen levels drop to about 1/3 of what humans breathe at sea level. Temperatures can plunge below -40 degrees Celsius, and sudden storms can turn a clear sky into a whiteout within minutes. Even reaching Everest Base Camp is physically demanding due to altitude sickness risks. Every climbing season, experienced mountaineers face avalanches, ice falls, and exhaustion. Despite modern equipment and guided expeditions, Everest remains unforgiving. Yet thousands attempt the climb or trek each year, drawn by its prestige and the personal challenge it represents. The key here is understanding that Everest demands respect. Proper acclimatization, expert guides, and physical preparation are not optional. They are essential. The mountain does not care about ambition. It responds only to readiness. Death Valley. In Death Valley National Park, temperatures have reached some of the highest ever recorded on Earth. Located in California, this desert landscape holds the record for a surface temperature of over 56 degrees Celsius. During summer, daytime heat can quickly overwhelm visitors who underestimate the environment. The dryness is intense, and dehydration can occur faster than many expect. Cell service is limited in remote areas, and distances between facilities are vast. Yet Death Valley is visually stunning. Salt flats stretch to the horizon, sand dunes shift with the wind, and rugged mountains frame the basin in dramatic contrast. The danger here is not sudden like a storm or cliff. It is gradual and silent. Heat exhaustion builds quietly. The park authorities strongly encourage visitors to avoid hiking during peak summer hours and to carry far more water than they think they need. Cliffs of Moher. Rising dramatically from the wild Atlantic along Ireland's western coastline, the Cliffs of Moher feel like the edge of the world. Stretching for about 14 kilometers and reaching heights of over 200 meters, these cliffs are among the most iconic natural landmarks in Europe. On clear days, the Aran Islands appear faintly on the horizon, and waves crash violently against the rock below, sending white spray into the air. The landscape looks cinematic for a reason. It has appeared in major films and draws well over 1 million visitors annually. Yet what makes the cliffs breathtaking is the same force that makes them dangerous. The terrain near the edge is uneven, and strong Atlantic winds can arrive suddenly without warning. Weather shifts quickly in this region, sometimes turning clear skies into fog or rain within minutes. Every year, accidents occur when visitors cross barriers or step too close to unstable edges in pursuit of better photographs. The cliffs are natural formations shaped by erosion, meaning certain sections are less stable than they appear. However, the site is not reckless by design. Clearly marked paths and visitor centers provide structure and information. Mount Huashan Plank Walk. On the steep slopes of Mount Huashan, one of China's 5 great mountains, lies a walkway that has become legendary among thrill seekers worldwide. The Mount Huashan Plank Walk consists of narrow wooden boards bolted directly into a vertical cliff face, suspended thousands of feet above the ground. Hikers attach themselves to a safety harness connected to steel cables and move carefully along the planks, often pressed flat against the rock as others pass in the opposite direction. The exposure is immediate and intense, offering no illusion of safety beyond the harness itself. Mount Huashan has held spiritual significance for centuries, particularly within Taoist tradition, and pilgrims have long climbed its peaks as acts of devotion. The plank path, however, is a modern addition designed to create an extreme experience for visitors seeking adrenaline. Weather plays a critical role in safety. Rain, ice, or strong winds can make the narrow planks far more hazardous. While the harness system reduces risk, it does not eliminate the need for balance, focus, and physical comfort with heights. Many who attempt the plank walk describe it as one of the most mentally challenging experiences of their lives, not because it requires elite athletic ability, but because it demands calm under pressure. Danakil Depression. In northeastern Ethiopia lies the Danakil Depression, one of the most geologically extreme places on Earth. Sitting more than 100 meters below sea level, this region regularly experiences daytime temperatures exceeding 45 degrees Celsius, making it one of the hottest inhabited areas in the world. The landscape appears almost extraterrestrial, with neon-colored sulfur fields, bubbling acidic pools, and the active Erta Ale volcano glowing with molten lava. It is a place where tectonic plates are slowly pulling apart, reshaping the African continent in real time. The environment here is harsh and unforgiving. The heat alone can overwhelm unprepared visitors, and the presence of volcanic gases adds another layer of challenge. The terrain is remote, far from major cities, which means infrastructure is limited. Guided expeditions are essential, not optional, due to both environmental and logistical factors. Despite these realities, the Danakil Depression continues to attract scientists, photographers, and adventurous travelers drawn by its surreal beauty. The vivid mineral formations and lava lakes create visuals unlike anywhere else on Earth. North Yungas Road. Winding through the mountains of Bolivia, North Yungas Road earned the nickname Death Road long before it became a tourist attraction. Historically, this narrow route connected La Paz to the Yungas region, with steep cliffs dropping hundreds of meters and minimal protective barriers. Before the construction of a safer alternative highway, numerous accidents occurred due to limited visibility, landslides, and tight turns carved into unstable rock. Today, regular vehicle traffic has significantly decreased. But the road has found a new identity as one of the world's most famous mountain biking routes. Cyclists descend thousands of meters in elevation, starting in cool mountain air and finishing in humid jungle terrain. The scenery is spectacular, with waterfalls crossing the road and dramatic views of valleys below. However, weather conditions can shift quickly, and rain can make sections slippery. Professional tour operators now provide safety briefings, quality bikes, and protective gear, greatly improving overall safety. Even so, the descent demands concentration and respect for speed and spacing. Half Dome. Rising prominently within Yosemite National Park, Half Dome stands as one of the most recognizable rock formations in the United States. The granite dome towers nearly 1,500 meters above the valley floor, and reaching its summit requires a demanding hike of over 20 kilometers round trip. The final section involves ascending steep granite slabs while gripping steel cables installed to assist hikers. Gloves are recommended, and climbers pull themselves upward while balancing on narrow wooden boards placed between the cables. The physical challenge is significant, with considerable elevation gain and exposure to changing weather conditions. Thunderstorms can develop in the afternoon, creating the risk of lightning strikes on exposed rock surfaces. Permits are required to limit the number of hikers and reduce congestion on the cables, a measure introduced to improve safety. Those who prepare physically, start early, and monitor forecasts often experience one of the most rewarding panoramic views in North America. From the summit, Yosemite Valley stretches in dramatic fashion, framed by waterfalls and distant peaks. Skeleton Coast. Stretching along the northern shore of Namibia, the Skeleton Coast is one of the most remote and hauntingly beautiful coastlines in the world. Named for the skeletal remains of ships and whales scattered along its beaches, the region earned a reputation for treacherous seas, dense fog, and shifting sand dunes that claimed countless vessels over centuries. The Atlantic Ocean crashes unpredictably against the shore, while inland the Namib Desert rises in vast, undulating dunes that seem to extend endlessly. This intersection of harsh desert and violent ocean creates a dramatic landscape that feels both isolated and primal. Travelers who explore the Skeleton Coast must contend with extreme remoteness, limited infrastructure, and highly variable weather. Mist can descend suddenly, obscuring visibility, while the desert heat during the day and chilling winds at night test endurance. Wildlife, including seals, hyenas, and desert-adapted elephants, adds another layer of unpredictability. Guided tours and experienced local operators are essential for safe navigation, as the coastline remains largely untouched and difficult to traverse independently. Yet for those willing to plan meticulously and respect the conditions, the Skeleton Coast rewards with stark, unspoiled beauty and a sense of raw wilderness rarely found elsewhere on Earth. It is a place where history, nature, and danger converge, leaving a lasting impression on every visitor who ventures into its extremes. Lake Natron. In northern Tanzania lies the Lake Natron, a vivid alkaline lake whose waters appear to glow with intense reds and oranges under the right light. Shallow and highly caustic, the lake maintains a pH so high that animals falling into it can become calcified, preserved in haunting positions along the shoreline. Temperatures in the region can rise dramatically during the day due to volcanic activity in the surrounding Rift Valley, making the environment physically challenging for any visitor. The lake's eerie appearance has earned it a reputation as one of the most visually extreme and unforgiving destinations on the planet. Despite its intimidating chemistry, Lake Natron is ecologically vital. It serves as the primary breeding ground for hundreds of thousands of lesser flamingos, whose neon-pink feathers contrast sharply with the lake's alkaline waters. Access to the lake requires guidance from local operators due to the remote location, extreme temperatures, and sensitive terrain. Travelers must exercise caution while exploring the shoreline, avoiding direct contact with the water to prevent injury. Experiencing Lake Natron is a lesson in respect for nature's extremes. It is beautiful, surreal, and dangerous. But with preparation and knowledge, it offers a window into a unique ecosystem that few places on Earth can rival. Kjeragbolten. High above Norway's fjords lies Kjeragbolten, a massive boulder wedged firmly between two vertical cliffs. The rock hovers nearly 1,000 meters above the Lysefjorden below, creating a photo opportunity that is as exhilarating as it is exposed. Hikers reach the boulder after several hours on trails that ascend rugged mountain terrain, requiring stamina, careful footing, and steady balance. Standing on Kjeragbolten is a surreal experience, giving the impression of floating in midair with vast cliffs stretching endlessly in every direction. The danger of Kjeragbolten is inherent in its exposure. There are no permanent safety rails, and weather conditions can transform the hike from challenging to hazardous within minutes. Wet rock becomes slippery, and strong winds test the balance of even experienced hikers. Preparation is essential. Proper footwear, awareness of weather forecasts, and attention to personal limits significantly reduce risk. Despite the hazards, thousands visit annually because the reward is extraordinary. The combination of natural engineering and daring challenge creates an unforgettable encounter with Norway's rugged beauty. Kjeragbolten exemplifies how extreme landscapes can inspire awe while demanding respect. A destination where careful preparation transforms a potentially deadly location into a breathtaking experience. The world's most dangerous tourist attractions share a common theme. They are not reckless by design. They are powerful natural or human-made environments that demand awareness, planning, and humility. Risk does not eliminate their beauty. It intensifies it. Those who approach these destinations informed and prepared often leave with unforgettable experiences rather than regrets. If this exploration changed how you see adventure travel, share thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more deep journeys into the world's most extraordinary places.